Meteorologist Karen Rogers with all the details. Good morning, Karen.
Listen, after last week, you're like, hey, it's above freezing. What more do I need? This is great. Yes, my husband wants all the snow to go so we can golf again and see all the grass out there. We'll see about that. We actually had a snow squall that moved through the Poconos just a little bit ago. The warning has since expired. I was looking live at these cameras and saw that snow squall kind of move through. It did reduce visibility to about 1/4 of a mile. Only got a slushy coating on some of the roads, but that's the issue with snow squalls. They only last a couple minutes, but once they do, they really reduce visibility, and that was an issue there. Now we're looking live at Blue Mountain. We see a lot of clouds still up in the Poconos, but they're out there skiing and having a good time with it, where right now that temperature is 27. But that wind chill is 13 in the Poconos right now. Wind sustained at 22, but we're seeing some much higher gusts. They actually had a 43-mile-an-hour gust when that snow squall moved through about an hour ago. Now about a 35-mile-an-hour gust in the Poconos, as well as Pottstown, 26 in Trenton, 25 in Millville. So wherever we are, the winds are an issue, giving us a wind chill factor. There's that snow squall that came through, and now it's just kind of broken apart. So yes, we can see some flurries north and west. Still can't rule out a snow shower until this completely moves out of here, but it is falling apart as we speak. So you can see at a closer view, you still have some flurries out there right now, but nothing significant at the moment. So watch for that in the Lehigh Valley, definitely. 13 degrees the wind chill in the Poconos, 34 in the city, and 35 in Millville. Even though the temperature's sitting around 40, it feels a little colder with that gusty wind out there. We still have some sunshine in the city. Watch for the Lehigh Valley, some flurries around, or even a brief snow shower coming through still. And in the city, we're dry, but 43 with some 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts. At the shore, overall, more clouds than sun, a high about 45. So making it into the 40s today. We'll talk about a milder treat for tomorrow in that 7-day in just a minute. Alicia and Nydia.
All right, Karen, thank you.
Well, as you look ahead in the weather, not quite as bright over the next couple days. You saw that clouds in that Sky 6 shot. Yesterday was so sunny. I mean, it's not bad today and tomorrow, but we do have more clouds than sun both days. However, you need a little treat. I don't need Phil to tell you this. Temperatures close to 50 degrees midweek, especially in South Jersey and Delaware. I think you get into the low 50s. So you do get a little bit of a break from the cold, and we've got a couple days like that. A much needed rain come Friday. We have been set up to be the driest January on record, but it looks like we'll not get that winning prize because of this system that comes in Friday. So we watch it coming in out of the south, and it looks like it may start early on Friday, and periods of rain and drizzle likely through the day. So it looks like a soaker for us on Friday. We'll be fine-tuning this as we get closer, but kind of make your plans around that. It's one of the mild days in the forecast, so it is just rain through the region, and it does look like it's confined more to Friday. So now Saturday looks brighter and nicer, so that's some good news there. Satellite and radar currently showing that snow squall that we had. I talked about this earlier, that went right through the Poconos. They had some 43-mile-an-hour wind gusts, dropped visibility to 1/4 of a mile. It's really falling apart now. Maybe you get some flurries north and west. Still can't rule out a quick snow shower with it still being out there, but it doesn't look significant for us at this point. So your hour-by-hour forecast showing we're already in the low 40s and staying there. At 1 o'clock, it's 43. At 3 o'clock, holding in the low 40s. So all afternoon, the low 40s, which isn't bad. The one thing is, though, you've got wind gusts up to about 35 miles an hour. So even though the temperature is 43, it's going to feel quite a bit cooler than that. Right now, wind chills are just in the 20s in spots. At 5 o'clock, it's 41. At 7 o'clock, you're down to 37 with a good amount of clouds. We'll see some breaks in the clouds overnight. So the high today around the region, it's already 42, so we may overachieve a little bit. But with these clouds, we're ending up in the low 40s along I-95, a little cooler than that north and west. But south of the city, as high as 46 in Smyrna and Millville, 46 in Atlantic City as well. So another day, we're breaking in a few degrees above average. And then tomorrow, we have another front that stays to our north. We likely stay dry with this, but we again see some 40-mile-an-hour gusts. But tomorrow's the day we're in the warm sector, and we allow those temperatures to rise, especially south of the city. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Windy conditions, 43 for your high. At this point, I would say just a few flurries north of the city left over. And then tomorrow, it's windy and milder, a high near 50 in the city, but you're into the 50s in South Jersey and Delaware. On Thursday, the sun comes back, but we take a dip in temperatures. A high of 39 degrees for your high on Thursday, so it's cooler. Friday's the day we get that rain and drizzle. We really need some precipitation precipitation. It has been dry for us. We're still in a drought. So this should help with what looks like the potential for a good soaking on Friday. Saturday behind it, the sun returns, but it's chilly and 37. Groundhog Day, mostly cloudy and 41 degrees, and turning a little milder by Monday. At this point, it looks partly sunny and 50, Alicia and Nydia. So you see those temps, they're kind of going up and down each day this week.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Get us to 50.
Yeah, we're
Have a tale of two skies, a tale of two cities.
Oh.
Center City and Ocean City.
Looks like two different planets there.
Doesn't it? I know. Center City's got this ominous cloud lurking, and Ocean City looks bright and shiny.
I mean, Karen, I'd always rather be at the beach, but this really makes it for
agreed,
sure.
right? We'd all rather. Guess what? They're going to get the clouds down there as well. They're just kind of drifting in from the west to the east out there. So look at the winds. I want to talk about that for a minute first. You kind of saw that flag blowing in the breeze in that shot. Our winds are up even from the last half hour. Now 49-mile-an-hour gusts in the Poconos, 35 in Pottstown, 26 in Trenton, but it looks like a little bullseye where you're a 30, 40-mile-an-hour gust right near the city. 40-mile-an-hour gusts right now in Lakehurst. So we've got the wind kind of cranking up. And here we could look at satellite and radar. And yes, it looks nice and clear that you saw there in South Jersey. It's some clouds earlier, but we're watching these clouds that are rolling through along with this little piece of energy that brought that snow squall up in the Poconos where you had some strong gusts, a quick reduced visibility as that snow burst came down. Now we've got a couple of flurries trying to reach ground north of the city. So we're still keeping an eye north of the city for the chance for a snow shower. I think if you're in Allentown, you're seeing a couple of flurries right now, but not much more than that going on at the moment. So a few flying flurries mixing in. And with that wind gust, even though the temperature is 42, feels like 34 in the city, feels like 12 in the Poconos with that 49-mile-an-hour gust. Feels like 35 in Millville, 37 in the Poconos. So it feels a little chillier than these numbers because of the wind today. Still a few flurries north of the city and 40 degrees, about 43 in the city itself. At the shore, a high of 45. You got lots of sun now, but a few of those clouds rolling through. Gets milder tomorrow, Nydia. We'll talk about that trend in that 7-day coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Karen, thank you.
Alicia, you mentioned you want it to be near 50 degrees, so I've designed this forecast for you. I'm going to start with the good stuff.
Designer,
okay?
designer
yes, I'm a
forecast.
designer of the forecast. Yeah, that's right. I led Alicia as my inspiration. We've got some ups and downs in the temperatures coming up. I mean, the upside of that is last week we only had downhill, right? It was cold every day. We've got a couple of days where the temperatures peak near 50 degrees at least. Wednesday is one of them, Friday is one, and perhaps even Monday. So we've got a couple of days when we're sneaking up there. If you need a break, and I'm somebody who likes it to be a little bit warmer, that kind of helps me to think about that. So some better days coming ahead. Satellite and radar showing we had a snow squall that moved through the Poconos, really fell apart as we're looking right now. We've got a fair amount of clouds north of the city and some flurries near Allentown and Reading. I've been searching some cameras there and not really seeing much being coming down to the ground surface, but a few flurries out there right now. Something to watch for if you're north of the city. And these strong winds too. 44-mile-an-hour wind gusts right now in the Poconos, 35 in Pottstown, 33 in Reading. And you see the direction out of the northwest. It's a cold wind today as well. 25 in Millville, 24 in Atlantic City. So the wind continues to gust today and tomorrow it will as well. Let's take it region by region, hour by hour. So at 11 o'clock in the Lehigh Valley, 37 degrees. You see a few passing flurries out there right now, so maybe a lingering flurry, but not much. At 3 o'clock, it's 37. At 7 o'clock, it's 32. You've got clouds. You're getting some sunshine breaking through, though. Along I-95, 43 at 11. We're kind of sitting in the low 40s through the afternoon. At 7 o'clock, dipping to 37. So not bad today. Typically, your high is 41, but with these gusty winds, the wind chill factor is going to make it feel a little cooler than these numbers you're looking at here. And then we look along the Jersey Shore. We've had some sunshine. It's beautiful out there right now. You get a few more clouds rolling through. So by 3 o'clock, it's mostly cloudy and 45. At 7 o'clock, you're dipping down to 37. If you have some snow that's left, you got melting today with temperatures going into the 40s today. In the overnight hours, again, we're dipping below freezing in a lot of spots, like 27 in Allentown, 32 right at the freezing mark in Wilmington, below it in Williamstown at 31 and 35 for the overnight low in Wildwood. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. 43 for your high. The winds are gusting, a fair amount of clouds, and a flurry north of the city that's trying to die out. out. Tomorrow, windy and milder, a high of 49, but getting into the low 50s through South Jersey and Delaware tomorrow. So it's going to be milder, even though it's windy. Thursday, sunny and colder. That's the day we dip down to about 39. Friday, we've got some rain and drizzle. We really need the rain. It looks like we're getting a good soaking out of this through the day on Friday. And then Saturday, it ends early, so that sun comes back and it's 37. Sunday's Groundhog Day, and the high is 41 with a lot of clouds around. Monday, partly sunny, making it up near about 50 degrees. Action News at 10 will be right back after this.